Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Cayne. I'm Kamchak Fisco, and come join me for our first stop on the Horror Rush.
Warning. Project Samantha is off limits to unauthorized personnel.
Well, I wasn't planning on going in there anyway. The area beyond the store must be important to warrant such security. So we got door to the left and door to the right. Well, let's go left. Oh, these were the grubs they were talking about. These specimens in the habitat are inert and unresponsive, perhaps in some sort of induced coma? That's possible. Biological growth. A greenish gaseous smog lingers around the composite mass of flesh, muscle fiber, bone, and other organic matter. Atmospheric readout. The display primitively summarizes the current temperature, humidity, toxicity, and other status levels in the specimen habitat. Sample retrieval mode. It's a pneumatic delivery tube for moving samples safely between the observation laboratory and the specimen habitat. Glass barrier. The optically transparent polymer forms a particularly resistant barrier to the grub habitat. Obviously, it hasn't worked that well. Retrieving platform. Crusted smudges of brown ichor stain the specimen tray. Terminal. This terminal shows the diagnostic information of the specimens, including growth charts, medical reports, and a feeding schedule. Alright, so let's use the terminal, I guess. Julia Kern logged in. Check in. Caligula, Attila, Mangala, Genghis, Mao, Nero, and Vlad. Lovely names. Lovely. Incident 10-10. Vlad was temporarily removed from the habitat using a baited containment canister. 11:12 p.m. Caligula exhibited extreme aggression towards her siblings. 2:31 a.m. Mao consumed 5 appendages from Nero. Holy crap. 3:30 a.m. I have supplied raw meat and plasma to encourage brood gas production. 4:15 a.m. Vlad produced an excess of nootropic vapor, which resulted in low visibility in the habitat. That explains the green gas. 5:20 a.m. 1 cubic meter of gas was shipped to the Kern lab for subjugation of Samantha. Vlad was returned to the habitat. Observation 1. Attila has started the metamorphic process. I've applied a metabolism inhibitor in order to inhibit stage 2 maturation. Observation 2. The grubs are responding negatively to the maternal vocal calls. There's a possible rupture in the grub containment enclosure that is causing brood gas to leak that is in turn agitating Samantha. 7:45 a.m. Habitat humidity reduced from 84 RN for the 5-12-hour hibernation cycle. Personal. I'm making a note of the crew facility's password in case Bolin locks me out again. Flag health, lightning health. Flag health, lightning health. Okay. Flag health, lightning health. Let's go and lock that really quick. Well, actually, wait. No, let's keep looking. Flag health, lightning health.
Jesus.
You're scared.
Heck yeah, I'm scared.
Holy shit.
This place. Who could create this?
Monsters.
Okay. Floating corpse. Lacerated ribbons of flesh and muscle tissue frame the shattered vertebrae like some grotesque work of art. A mangled PDT clings to the spinal cord. Well, that's where we're getting the blank one. Viscous nutrient soup. Unidentified clumps of gore and other organic matter heave and churn languidly in the vat. We saw what they were doing on the frickin' Groom Lake. Organic fluids. It smells like an abattoir. I'm not sure what that is, actually. I'll have to look that up and put it on screen. It looks like it's attached to something submerged in that stuff. Lever. The control box is connected to the hydraulic mechanism in the vat. Voice recorder. An authoritative voice broadcast with a tiny recording device. Restraining harness. The tattered thermonylon strapping and mangled clamps dangle ominously from the massive reinforced steel frame. Accurate black smoke loops between melted circuitry and plastic. Another PDT. Personal diary lays idle. Whip. A strip of leather sways gently. Bet we need to pick it up. Let's go grab that first. Oh, it's an actual whip. Holy shit. Alright, let's read the PDA. Then we'll go get the other two things. I think we have to use the arm to be able to get the thing out of the spine. Whoa! You're a looker, ain't you? Professor John
They were
Kern.
growing someone. They were trying to grow Cayne.
Cloning is unpredictable. Cloning an individual is impossible.
It sounds like they were using something special. Something called Samantha.
Wait a minute, wasn't Samantha the creature from the frickin' ship? I thought we'd No, we never killed it, because Samantha had gotten to our daughter and killed her, and I don't remember if we ran into Samantha again after that. Today is the holy day. Henry Cayne himself has arrived, frozen and waiting for the greatest harvest to come. Soon the flesh of the immortal vessel will bring him new life. We're closer than ever, and I know it. The race has begun, and I will not allow Dr. Adams, the heretic he is, to win. No, Cayne will not allow it. He knows his plan, and he knows that it ends with me. Fanatical psycho much? Jeez. Our Leviathan is Samantha. Nothing on earth is her equal. A creature without fear. It is the Book of Job, 41:33. You're a little crazy there, sir. Never again will he die. Never again will he feel pain. Never again will he duplicate us? I'm reading the wrong line. Never again will he leave us. He will be reborn in his own duplicate flesh, and not that of Adams and his ridiculous mind transfer parlor trick. March 13th. We're getting closer. Our next patient has undergone a new and improved genetic fusion procedure, and is reacting well. The spinal cord has been killed, meaning that the dead cells will need to regenerate and reform into a functioning spine. No signs of physical rejection, thus far, and the cellular regeneration is slowly beginning. It should reconstruct itself overnight. March 14th. Our Lord has stricken us with inadequacy. We have failed yet again. It is my fault, and I must, as always, accept responsibility. This time, I have added hooks to my whip, and I shall flagellate until dawn. Dude, you seriously need help. I will elaborate on the results after I've taken time to reflect. That's what she meant by his purification ritual. Fusing Samantha's DNA with the patient caused newly regenerated spinal cord to expand drastically, forcing the vertebrae to audibly pop into even halves. Soon after, the patient's immune system attacked the rogue spinal cells, which in turn retaliated by killing off all the attached nerves. In the end, the patient succumbed to asphyxiation, as the new cells burned through oxygenated blood more quickly than the lungs could produce it. Another failure, but still not a wasted body. April 8th. Praise be! I've spent the day, or at least most of it, reflecting on our Savior's brilliant plan. The pieces slid into place. Samantha, myself, and the almighty Cayne in the same facility. The planets are aligning. The end draws near, or perhaps the beginning. This guy's insane. May 13th. I'm glad we finally found a use for Ralph. We have put him to a more productive task. Ha! His blasphemous lectures about how the fungal plague is a result of poor hygiene were getting on my nerves. It is Cayne's doing. The plague is his retribution for our sins. Okay, Captain Crazy Pants, whatever you say. May 30th. Tonight we test again. We'll be using the same procedure as before, but this time an enzyme inhibitor will be introduced to prevent the excess tissue generation. We must not accept failure. We will bask in the light of Cayne's restored glory. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the church. Let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Revelation 2:1. June 8th. Still the patient lives. However, it has exhibited some concerning symptoms. Although the spinal cord has stopped regenerating in an appropriate time, the arms and legs occasionally twitch, or more accurately flail. It seems that the spine has control over the connected limbs. June 11th. The patient is no longer viable. After a promising start, the regenerative tissues again expanded beyond intention. Surprisingly, the patient-removed vocal cords were reconstructed. Of course, it did not understand speech. It must have been frightened by its own inhuman screaming, as it immediately tore its own throat out. After some gurgling, it regenerated within hours, then terrible screaming and bloody extraction. A cascade of rotting tissue. The previous throats began to form dangling, bleeding scarf as the patient continued to tear itself apart. Ugh. July 1st. Oh, that abomination. As far as Sharon could tell, Adam's unrighteous creation has wasted precious flesh in making a toy of some kind. Just like its creator, the abomination has been an unholy waste of resources. Even a name such as hobo is undeserving grace. It is an animal, nothing more. What are they talking about? August 13th. Pestilence strikes. The fungal threat is weak now, but soon it will spread to our food and our bodies. If it hasn't already, This is our first and perhaps final warning to make haste. I had traced the spores in the cargo shipment earlier in the year, but I had no idea how they became so virulent. Behold, with a great plague will Cayne smite thy people, and thy children, and all thy goods. 2 Chronicles 21:14. You are batshit fucking nuts, sir. August 29th. The fungus is having an observable impact on the cellular regeneration process. One patient began to develop a film of what resembled reptilian scales, complete with a secondary set of eyelids. This is unacceptable. The spinal regeneration process has been mastered. Almost any tissue can now be perfectly reconstructed, but it's impossible to get definitive results with the interference. Cayne, if you so truly seek rebirth, why do you hinder me so? Is this not the time? Surely there is a reason. October 12th. Samantha scratched several demonic scrawls into insignificant employees' backs. I warned them not to get close. I warned them not to get close to the succubus. She is the devil. Sometimes we need to make a deal with Sometimes we need to make a deal with hell to get closer to heaven. No, never, not, okay. September 18th. Forgive me, Cayne. I succumbed to Sharon's temptation and had a romantic dinner rather than working late. As I should have done. Watch and pray, and you will not enter into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. 1 Timothy 6:11 and 12. My repetitive failures indeed had an impact on my faith, and I am being tested. For the love of Cayne, I shall rise above. December 4th. Today I noticed my laboratory is missing several incubators. The last inventory check was several months ago, so it could have gone missing at any time. This is undoubtedly the work of Adams, but why? He doesn't need the equipment, and I can certainly spare it. Perhaps the hobo is involved? It is disconcerting at best. Who is the hobo? December 15th. Time is of the essence. Samantha's escape today is likely to be the first of many. We will eventually run out of ways to subdue her. The re-engineered grubs are producing potent gas that is driving the beast to fluster. Whether she kills us all, or we find a way to kill her first, neither outcome revives Cayne. I will not rest until he has returned to intervene. From this point forward, I live for nothing else. And not anymore, you don't. Alright, let's go get the voice recorder. Then we'll mess with the button.
Quantum storage device updated.
John
Kern, note to self, all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Leviticus 9:10.
I'm gonna go throw a switch now, because we needed to hear that. What the hell?
That was nasty.
That is a giant-ass torso. What the frick? Womb. A uterus made of flesh and machine. What? What is the... Well, nothing's going wrong. You must whip it. Okay, sorry. I don't know why my brain went there, but I figured we'd whip it open to get it whatever the hell is inside of it. Wait. Okay, do I use the whip maybe on to get the PDT? I don't know why my brain went there. I don't know what the point of that is. I really don't. Can I use the rope for something? I don't know what the hell. Is there nothing else I could do here? Was I just getting the whip and reading everything? Broken lever mechanism. This lever seems to have been violently snapped off at the base and disposed of. Okay, can we do anything with this?
If I could only... bad idea.
Nope. Alright, whip can't be...
no.
Okay. So we can't do anything else here at the moment. At least I don't see anything. So we'll have to come back when we have more. And I don't remember the code, so we're going to have to go back and check that really quick. Damn it. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoyed. You all take care of yourselves. You want to see more of me, keep the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below. Please remember to take that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.